So over here I'm given a matrix. Okay, so the elements being 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and I need to print this in this order, first going from top to bottom, followed by this, then this. So this pattern would be like this for printing all elements of the matrix. So what I could do, so this is my matrix. Okay, so this is row 0 1 2, column 0 1 2. So if I do the sum of, so if my I is iterating on row and my j is iterating on column, so the sum of I plus j is 0 over here, 1 along this, so this is 2 over here, 3, and this is 4. So what you can see, we get the sum like this. So what I'll do, assuming I have got A B C D E F G H I over here, so I take a map, the key, and then comes value. The key will be the sum of I plus j, so this I plus j goes from 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, and the elements will be, so this is if I go from I0 to n, my first for loop, and my second for loop from this will be m and this will be n. Okay, in that case what we will see, so first I get 0, first I get a over here, then I come to b, so b is received over here, then comes c. Okay, followed by d over here, and then e f g h I. Okay, so if I run my for loop for over rows and columns, and I do mp of I plus j is equal to matrix of ij, so I get this thing. Okay, now I need to print in this order: a followed by a, followed by b d, followed by g e c, then comes hf, and then comes I. Okay, so over here a remains as it is. Since we need to print from the last, since this is a vector and we can do vector dot back and then pop this thing, so if I have to do in that sense, this will be d followed by b. So in this case I reverse this, so my this has to be reversed and this has to be reversed, so this becomes db and this becomes hf. Okay, so while printing I will have a followed by b and d, then comes gec, then comes fh, and then I. For this reversing, I use something known as flip, which is initially set to false, and at each step I will toggle my flip. Okay, and then I need to push this into the answer and return. So over here my first step will be to declare the number of rows, to find the number of rows. So I say this will be mat dot length, and I say let columns is equal to mat of 0 dot length, so number of columns in the matrix I have found. Now I need a map that has the key as the I plus j value and the value as a vector of int. So I say let mutable mp, so this is tree map. Okay, this will be vector of integers. Now I need to import the tree map to keep the diagonals sorted by the key. So since I have used this, I'll use standard collections. Okay, now I traverse for every row and every column and get the vector for diagonal I plus j. So I say for I in 0 up till rows followed by j in 0 up till columns, and I do mp of entry I plus j. Okay, and so I get the vector for diagonal I plus j. Then I do or insert, so create it if it doesn't exist. So I say vector new, and I push the push the current element to its diagonal. So this will be push matrix of ij. Okay, suppose that I create a mutable variable called flip that controls whether the current diagonal should be reversed or not. So I say let mutable flip is equal to false. Suppose that I do, so I iterate through the diagonals in a sorted order. Okay, so this will be mp dot iterator underscore mutable. Okay, so if my flip is true, in that case I'll do diagonal dot reverse. Okay, and next I'll do flip is equal to negation of flip, that is I toggle the direction for the next diagonal. Suppose that I create let mutable answer is equal to vector new, and I need to return answer as well. So now I iterate through the diagonals again, remove the elements from back and then add them to the answer. So I say for this will be mp dot iterator. Now till my vector is not empty, so I say while let some value, this will be diagonal dot pop. Okay, and I'll push this into the answer. So this is answer dot push val.